All the Broken Places by John Boyne. Now, I am a new fan of John Boyne. I didn't know anything about him being the author of The Boy That in the Striped Pajamas. I didn't know he wrote that. I've heard about the book, because it was a really popular book, especially with school systems. It was a really popular book that it was a reading requirement in schools. But I didn't know that this is the sequel to that book. If you read that book, and I heard it was good, I added it to my list so I can read it. You might want to pick this one up. There is so much I can say about this book. I'm gonna let you know right now, I went in completely blind. Like I said, I did not know he was the author of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. So I saw this book at the airport and I wanted to read something different. I had never heard of the author. I was attracted to the cover. I do like sometimes to go into reading a book blind without getting a recommendation from anyone. Majority of the books I read are recommendations, but I wanted to read a book that wasn't recommended to me by anyone. I saw this book at the airport. Excuse me. And I was like, okay. I went home and ordered it off Amazon and it came in the mail. I had it for like 2 months before I started reading it, but I picked it up and I dived right into it. And when I say I dived right into it and could not come up for air, this book took a hold of me and would not let go, guys. Please add this book to your list. This is a historical fiction. If you like historical fictions, you are going to love this book. It has so many roller coasters in it. It made me extremely emotional. There were moments where I was cheering. There were moments where I was happy, but there were a lot of moments where I was sad. There was a moment where I cried. I think I already made like 3 videos about this book and my reaction to the book. Literally, I gave this book 5 stars within like the 5th chapter. You guys, it's a historical fiction. It hops back and forth from present to the past. And when I tell you in the end, it comes all together in the end. There is not much I can say, but it is good. I love a good historical fiction that just tells so much detail. And John Boyne basically did that in his book. He is a great storyteller. I have nothing to say about this book. This book is definitely going in the top 5 of 2024. And we're in February. It might as well be in my top 3 of 2024, but it is too soon to say. All I can say is read this book. If you have read it already, tell me how you feel about it. Tell me what you think about it. If you have not read it, add it to your list and come back and tell me how you feel about it. Y'all, this is definitely like, I'm for sure it's going to be in my top 5 of 2024. And like I said, maybe even the top 3. It is too early to tell, of course, because we're only in February, but definitely in the top 5. I don't know what else to say. It was that good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But yes, read this book. So good. So good. So good. Just buckle up because it is kind of graphic. It's some things that are really triggering in this book. And again, it is a historical fiction, so it does hop back and forth between past and present. And of course, with it being a historical fiction, the story of race comes up, So yeah, add this one to your list.